Are the Vancouver Canucks on the verge of a game-changing trade? With the deadline just around the corner, whispers of a potential addition to their forward lineup have fans buzzing. Could this be the moment we see a key player come in to bolster our chances? Stay tuned as we dive into the latest rumors swirling around the team and the impact it could have on our playoff aspirations. If you want to stay ahead of the curve with all things Canucks, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. As we approach the trade deadline, there's a palpable buzz surrounding the Vancouver Canucks, and I'm here to break down what's happening. Elliotte Friedman, a trusted voice in the hockey world, has dropped some significant insights about the Canucks' ambitions. It appears that general manager Patrik Allvin is still in the market for an offensive boost, wanting to add another forward to the roster. We've seen him make bold moves recently, like trading JT Miller back to the Rangers and bringing in Marcus Pettersson from the Penguins. But it seems like Allvin isn't done just yet. Friedman pointed out that the Canucks are actively looking to enhance their group of forwards, whether it's a move made before the deadline or something to consider for the future. This is a critical moment for the team, and strengthening the offensive line could be the key to turning their season around. Names like Dylan Cozens from Buffalo, Kyle Palmieri from the New York Islanders, and Trent Frederic from the Boston Bruins have surfaced in trade discussions. Frederic, however, is currently sidelined with a lower body injury, which complicates things a bit. Now, let's talk about two of our star forwards, Elias Pettersson and Brock Boeser. With the deadline looming on March 7th, both players have been at the center of trade rumors, and Friedman provided some clarity on their situations. As for Pettersson, Friedman expressed that while anything can happen in this league with just one phone call, he doesn't anticipate any movement regarding Pettersson before the deadline. This is a relief for many fans, as Pettersson is a cornerstone of this franchise and losing him would be a massive blow. But then there's Brock Boeser. His future in Vancouver remains uncertain. Friedman noted that there haven't been any recent discussions about Boeser's contract, and it seems both the player and the team are keeping their options open. There was a reported 5-year deal at $8 million that was not accepted earlier in the season, and since then, it feels like things have stalled. It's a precarious situation. Boeser is an immensely talented player, but the uncertainty surrounding his future raises questions about the team's direction. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, keeping Pettersson is crucial for the team's long-term success, but on the other, Boeser's lack of recent talks could signal a shift in strategy. Are we witnessing the beginning of a major overhaul, or is this just a momentary pause as Allvin evaluates the roster? It's a tough call, and I can feel the emotions of the fans reflecting this uncertainty. As we analyze these developments, it's essential to consider the implications for the team's future. If Vancouver can successfully acquire a new forward, it could significantly impact their playoff chances. But if they lose Boeser or fail to bolster the lineup, it might set them back even further. The stakes are high, and every decision made in the coming days will shape not just the immediate future, but the long-term vision for this franchise. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. How do you feel about the potential trades? Are you optimistic about the Canucks' chances to improve the roster? Let's engage in this conversation, because your thoughts matter. As we dive into the latest news surrounding the Vancouver Canucks, it's hard not to feel a mix of excitement and anxiety regarding Brock Boeser's situation. With the trade deadline looming, the pressure is undeniably on. The Canucks have reportedly offered Boeser a 5-year extension worth $8 million annually, totaling $40 million. Sounds good, right? But here's the twist. Boeser is looking for more term, possibly a 6-year deal, and as a fan, I can't help but wonder what this means for both him and the team. Boeser, now 28 and in the final year of his contract, has been navigating a challenging season, battling injuries and trying to find his rhythm. He's currently on pace for a respectable return, but it's evident that he's feeling frustrated about the lack of progress in negotiations. He expressed feelings of loyalty to the organization, which makes this whole situation even more poignant. It's tough to see a player who's given so much feeling undervalued and caught in the middle of contract negotiations. The Canucks are in a tricky spot. On one hand, they want to keep Boeser in the fold as they aim for a return to postseason glory. On the other hand, if they can't meet his demands, they risk losing him for nothing in free agency, or potentially watching him walk away for a better offer elsewhere. The stakes are high, and as fans, we can't help but feel the weight of these decisions. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. When you look at the broader picture, retaining Boeser could be pivotal for the team's future. He's a skilled player, and his potential is undeniable, especially if he can replicate his past performances. However, if the Canucks let this drag on, we might end up in a situation where he's traded away or leaves the team without any compensation. That's a nightmare scenario for any loyal fan. Let's not forget the emotional aspect here. Boeser has become a fan favorite, and his connection with the city of Vancouver is palpable. Losing him would not just impact the ice, but also the heart of this team. It's not just about numbers. It's about the stories and the legacy these players leave behind. As the deadline approaches, it's clear that the urgency is mounting. The Canucks have a decision to make, and it's a critical one. Will they find common ground with Boeser, or will they have to explore trade options that could reshape the team? I want to hear your thoughts on this. Are you optimistic about the Canucks' chances of securing Boeser long-term, or do you think it's time to consider moving him for a better future? The tension in the air is thick, and as a passionate Canucks fan, I can't help but feel a sense of anticipation. Every move counts, and every decision could lead to a brighter future or a heartbreaking setback. It's the nature of the game, and we're all here for the ride. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Let's keep the conversation going. Do you believe the Canucks will find a way to keep Boeser in the fold, or do you think we're headed for a split? Make sure to share your expectations in the comments. And don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates on our beloved Canucks. Like, share, and subscribe to stay in the loop as we follow this unfolding drama together. Go Canucks!